Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Gotta get my cup. Okay. Good morning, party people. Hello. Hi. I still kind of had everything set up for bingo. That's better. Still kind of had everything set up for bingo for last night. Oh, roll it away. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see. Move this over a little smidgy. Just a little smidgy. Hi, how you guys doing? Hi, Rosanna. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Coral. Hi, PK. Hi, Nancy. Same Nancy. Oh, there's the other Nancy. Hi, all the Nancy S's are in the house. Hi, PK. What white stuff? Yucky roads. Oh, sad. Hi, Lori. Hi, Deborah. I'm bummed I missed bingo. Lori, just use your card in the next game. Just use your card in the next game. Don't feel bad. The next game is going to be super fun because number one, you're going to get to do it with Jeff, and that's always fun. And number two, since we're switching and splitting our websites, it's going to probably be all Beady stuff. Probably. I was running a smidge behind this morning. My hair is a little wet. I literally just got out of the shower. Shannon came and I'm like on the phone with my aunt, and she's telling me all this about Grandpa. I got my tickets this morning. I'm train ticket official, so that means I'm leaving Friday night. I will be leaving and I will be getting there on Saturday morning, so expect travel pictures. I don't know why, they're always the same travel pictures. It's always like, I wake up and we're in Rugby, and I take a picture of the rugby station. And then I have my coffee and I read my Bead magazine, and I'm like, there's a picture of that. And then we get there and I'm like, I made it. Just use the pictures from last year. Oh my goodness. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a wonderful, spectacular, amazing beading day today, or that you're going to have one. Honestly, I'm a little scared. I can't see down the street there. It's very foggy here. And according to the little weather thing, we're supposed to have really severe wind problems tonight, which is always a little scary for me because, you know, we have that big, humongous tree in our backyard. It's like, I don't even know how old the tree is, but it's huge, and it snaps off sometimes, and I get a little worried about it. Today we're going to open two of our little envelopes. I'm so excited. Good morning, Sue. Good morning, good morning. So I gave Shannon all of the notes from the bingo, and I sent it on down there with her. And she's shipping stuff right now, so you can be expecting to get all your little bingo gifts and your Easter eggs, Christmas eggs. I keep calling them Easter eggs. So that'll be going on. But yeah, so before we get started on opening the little packages, I just want to let you guys know that today is, what day is it? It's the 15th. Okay, lots of stuff going on today on the 15th. So number one, happy birthday to my aunt. Forgot to tell you on the phone, sorry. It's my aunt's birthday. Number two, I am going to be leaving on Friday for North Dakota. I will be gone at least until after Christmas, probably into January. And then I'm going to come back for like a little visit, and then I have to go back. Kind of all depends on the schedule. But for the most part, I'm going to have to be out there, I don't know, probably till like, I don't know, March or something. Anyways, so I got that going on. I am going to be traveling back and forth on the train. I'm trying to come back home for a while. I'm hoping Jefferson can come out and bring the animals for Christmas. I don't know if he's going to. But yeah, today is the last day of social media for me. I'm not going to be doing any more social media for the year, for 2021. No more social media after today. That means no morning coffee, and that means no Facebook Lives. So as of today, for the rest of the year, I will not be doing any of those things. I am going to start doing those things again in January, and I will definitely give you guys a notice about when I'm going to start doing that. However, Jefferson and Shannon are going to continue to do bead sales on Monday. Just on Monday, just when we have regular bead sale day, when we have the bead sale. So those are going to be live, just like how we do them all the time. So if you want to come for the bead sale, you can come see Jefferson and Shannon on Monday, and they will be live doing that stuff. I asked Jeff if he was going to do anything else, and he said that he would try to do some, he might do some like pop-in videos, just like some like, oh hi, here I am videos, on YouTube Live. Good morning. And he said that he will probably do a couple, but he can't like lock himself into a schedule because he has to work. So I wondered when the white crap would get you. Good morning. Running late. It's cold outside. Yes. Hi, Marianne. Hi, Karen. So those are the announcements. Was there any other announcements? We are going to be doing FOC in January. We are going to be doing bingo in January. So it's basically just this little chunk of like holiday time where I'm going to try to, get my life together and my new schedule figured out over there. So, yeah, it should be good. We're going to definitely be back up doing all the stuff in January. But, yeah, we are going to leave the shop open, and we're going to start taking things down today. So, if you had your eye on anything, it's on sale right now, FYI on that. Any jewelry items, we are going to start taking those down off the website. And you may or you may not see those on the new website, on the Wix website. So we're going to start putting jewelry only onto the Wix website and putting beads only onto the Etsy and the Thunderhorse Descendant website. Good morning. Hi. It'll go fast. Yeah, it will. So we're going to split those two. So if you're wondering, beads are going to be on thunderhorse-descendant.com. Okay? Same as it's always been, or in the Etsy shop. And then the jewelry is going to be Thunderhorse-descendantjewelry.com. So you just add jewelry to it, and then you'll be in the jewelry site. So we're splitting those, and it's going to be fun stuff. We got some fun stuff planned for January for the jewelry people who are purchasing jewelry. We're going to start doing tickets. We're going to start giving tickets with numbers on them, and then we're going to have a ticket drawing. So that's going to be super fun. Hello. Hi, Rita. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Debbie. Hello. All right. So I think that's all of the announcements. If I missed anything, please put it in the comment, and I will try to answer. Let's open these last two. Let's open these last two envelopes. I'm excited. Where is my stuff? Oh my goodness. Oh, it's in the cup. Okay. Don't know where my stuff is. Okay, so here is what I got going on. My Thunderhorse Descendant 2021 Christmas mug. So here is my bracelet, and we got two left to open, and we're going to open them both today. I don't know if I'm enjoying this light. Let me try a little something else. So know what's happening. Is that better? Looks better. Looks better. Hi! Yes, so if you have a Christmas egg on the back of any of your envelopes, please let us know so that we can ship out your little extra gifts. I think I got 2-3 of them yesterday. 2-3 people called in with their extra Christmas eggs. Alrighty. So, day number 11. Here we go. Day number 11 has a bead on the top. And I want to get that off there so I can put it on my thing. Alright, day number 11. Oh, okay. It's the peace sign. This is a peace sign bead. As a large hole. Super cute. So we actually got 2 beads that day to put on a bracelet. So if you've ever listened to the song The Man in Black by Johnny Cash, it's worth a listen. Especially if you're getting this bracelet. It's worth a listen. You gotta really listen to the lyrics. It's very good. So let's see, how am I going to go with this? Oh yeah, I said I was going to move this microphone. Move this microphone out of the way. I think I'll go black. I do. I will send you a message with the back photo. Yay, Coral! Congratulations on your Christmas egg. Yep, so when you send the photo in, I just let Shannon know we got all the Christmas eggs ready to go out. I packed them all up, and they're ready to go. And then she'll make sure they get to their destination. This is the funnest part. Oh, fun facts. These are actually just guitar picks. I don't know if I told you this. They're double-sided guitar picks, and when they came in, I punched holes in all of them. And it was the first time I taught Shannon how to use a jump ring. I was like, okay, Shannon, we got all these guitar picks. I'll poke the holes in there. Well, let's get these guitar picks on the jump rings. So that was a fun experience. Fun facts. Okay, put my piece on here. Yeah, that looks cute. I like it. I like it. Did I put that on backwards again? No. Yeah, congratulations to you. Hi. Hi, Rita. I am bummed out. Why are you bummed out, Debbie? Oh, because you will miss me? It's okay. We'll be back. Things and stuff, you know? I mean, it's like, it's kind of hard sometimes because we don't really know the schedule of everything and we don't know what's going to happen. My aunt is going to an appointment today with my grandpa to go talk to the chemo doctor. And I was like, well, I got my train ticket. And she's like, I don't know if we're going to be able to get you on Saturday. I was like, okay, well, I'll be there if anybody wants to come get me in North Dakota. That's where I'm going to be. She said, well, somebody will be there. I just can't promise it's going to be me. I said, okay, great. Don't send Cody. He drives like a crazy person. My baby brother, Cody, yeah, he's kind of a nut. The driver. Okay. All right. So, here is what we have for day 11. Well, thank you, Debbie. Here's what we have for day 11, you guys. I like it. I hope you guys like it. It's so cute. It's so cute. Okay. So we still have one more envelope to open, but before we open that envelope, I wanted to let you know about, like, obviously this train is for the Johnny Cash song, Folsom Prison, right? It's double-sided little train. So they say, I hear the train a coming. I can't sing the song because I'll get demonetized. But you know the song, right? I hear the train a coming. And then you got a little cowboy hat, because we got Johnny Cash's cowboy hat. You got a music note, because he was very into music. Got his guitar, of course. I recently watched a YouTube video of Johnny Cash's last performance, which I think was in, I want to say it was in like 2000. I mean, it was a while ago. It was like 2005 maybe, or 2003, and it was just like, it was so crazy because they, you know, he's like, wherever he's at, he has some, it was at like the Carter Foundation or wherever, he was giving a performance, and his, like, I don't know how old he was, very old, like couldn't stand up by himself, couldn't even get like his own microphone straightened out and everything. And they give him the guitar and he just sounds exactly the same. Like the whole, it's like he played it, it's like exactly the same as it's always been. I walked the line, you know. And I'm just like, that's so crazy. So anyways, that's my whole little like Johnny Cash girl crush. We got the guitar pick, which I handmade these. And then we got all these little sparklies, black and white to match the theme. We've got the microphone, because of course we gotta have a microphone. The peace, because the Man in Black song is actually very much about peace. And Johnny Cash started a lot of foundations, he did a lot of stuff. And he was like, for his time, was kind of out there like, hey, people are people, let's love people, you know. And we got Cowboy Boot, of course. He was a big star, so we got a little star. And we love him, so we got a little heart. Super cute. And I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. What? How did you make them? These guitar picks? I didn't make the guitar picks. I just ordered the guitar picks and then we punched holes in them. They're actual guitar picks. They're from collections, so there's a collection of guitar picks for Johnny Cash. And they're different kinds for like acoustic guitar and for electric guitar. And we ordered them, and then we punched holes in them and put them on the little bales, because we couldn't. I wanted to have a really cool focal because it also has like the signature on it. Super cute. Yeah. Okay. So that is that. Now we move into the very last day. Very last day. What? I gotta have a sip of my coffee. I just love me some Johnny Cash. There's a song for everything. If you need a song, you're gonna find a song you've never even heard. The other day, Melissa sent a Johnny Cash Christmas album CD for my car, because that's where I keep it, the CD player. And she was like, oh, for your Christmas. And I was like, oh yeah. And I put it in the CD player, and me and Shannon listened to it on the way to Taylor's Falls yesterday. Never heard a single song that was on that CD. I was like, what is this? It's Christmas. But it wasn't like, I think it was like Christmas songs that Johnny Cash may have like wrote. Songs I'd never even heard before. And clearly I'm a pretty avid fan. So I was impressed. Remember to hit the like button. Yeah, thanks, Tahani. Remember to hit the like button. The like button helps me to make money. That's what it does. What do they call that? Impressions? No, not impressions. Interactions? I can't remember what it's called. It's called something anyways. When people interact on your video, like when they make comments or they make likes, like right now you guys are making comments, like they judge me. YouTube judges me on how many people are on, how long they've been watching, have they liked the video, have they interacted? Interactions. Is it called interactions? I don't remember. Have they interacted with the video, la-chi-da, and they judge all of that, and based on that, then they pay you. Okay, so the very last day, we have a bail on this one. I got it. Thanks, Marianne. I appreciate your likes. Got a bail on this one. And this says the sky is the limit, because I believe the sky is the limit. Me and Jefferson were out yesterday, and we're just like talking about stuff, you know, because we got a lot of stuff going on, as I'm sure people have stuff. And he was talking about redoing his office, and I was like, oh yeah, well you should just like maybe try putting these shelves and like, you know, maybe get on Pinterest, get some ideas of how you want it to be so it's a nice space for you, and you know, whatever. And then he's like, yeah, you know, he's like, you know how like you maybe He's like, well, not you. He's like, but maybe when people get intimidated by something and they want to do something, but they don't do it because they're afraid because they don't know how to do it already. And I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah. He's like, I feel like I'm like that. And I'm like, oh, that's, well, I'm not like that. I'm usually just going with no plan, hair on fire. Let's try it. He's like, yeah, you have no fear of failure. And I was like, that's the nicest thing you've ever said to me. So I just thought that was cute. I had to share it with you. Good morning. Hi, Deborah. And all the party people. Okay, here we go. The sky's the limit. Whoop. Whoop, whoop. So here is the last thing of the advent calendar for 2021. It says, I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. So, fun facts, you can either use this as a necklace, we left it on a chain, or you can take it and put it on your bail and put it onto your bracelet, depending on what you want to do. So then you would have two of them, one for your bracelet, or you could have a little matching little necklace to go with your bracelet, and it would be cute. Oh, they love it. I guess if you do not want to use this bail for your necklace, because you're going to keep it on a necklace, you could put it on the microphone, because that one doesn't have one. Right here. That's what I would do with it. Matches perfectly. What? In case people were wondering. What are people wondering? Good morning! It's a screaming elite philosophy. Yeah, pretty much, PK. It's not always great. I'm just like, yeah, let's go. Let's try that. Doesn't always work out that way with no plan and no statistics, you know, like that whole thing. No research to back it up. But I am not afraid. I'm like, yeah, we'll try it. See what happens. You make me smile every day. Oh, I love your cat face. Thank you, Marianne. I love the necklace and the bracelet. Yes, let's check out the necklace. So you could keep it on the necklace, or you could put it on the bracelet. It's just a little something you could wear if you wanted to. So you could have your necklace, and then you could have your bracelet, or you could put it all on the bracelet. Up to you. I got mine on a large bracelet. I probably should have had a smaller one. But, oh yeah, I'm going to be going with my Johnny Cash t-shirt, my Johnny Cash bracelet, and my Johnny Cash little necklace. And if you didn't want to wear it on there, I would add a bead. Maybe you have to add a bead. But it's so cute. I did. I left way early, going from 48th Street South. Yucky roads. Uh-oh, somebody's got yucky roads. Peeking. So, anyways, this is the 2021 Johnny Cash Advent Calendar. That is the end of the calendar. We have opened all the things. You got the bracelet, the coffee cup, the candle, the bracelet, the coffee cup, and the candle. Now, keep in mind, since we made it to 2,000 subscribers on YouTube, Jefferson said that he's going to give this set away. So this is actually Jefferson's package that he purchased from me because he wanted to play bingo, he said. So that's how he got bingo cards yesterday. He purchased this set to support Thunderhorse Descendant because he's a wonderful human like that. And so this is what you get in the bundle. There is still 3 left on the website if you want one. But this is the bundle. And then Jefferson's going to give this away at some point, I think at the end of the month. I'm sure he'll make an announcement about it. He's going to give it away as a thank you to the subscribers for getting to 2,000 subscribers. So that's going to be his celebration. But there's 2 or 3 left on the website if you want to get in on that. If you were just waiting to see what was in there, that's what's in there. Ooh, that is so sweet of you, Jefferson. I know, he's just makes my teeth hurt. He's just a little candy cane. He is just so sweet. Sad. He's so sweet. He's just like, okay. It's like, I support you. I'm just like, where did you come from and where do we get more of you? Not for me, but for my girlfriends, because I was talking to them yesterday and they're just going through it with the holidays. I'm like, I don't know. We don't do that. My hair is drying all funny. It's bothering me. You know, when they're like talking and I'm just like, I don't know. We don't do that. Where's my mouse? I can't see it. Oh, there it is. You could send me one. I think he's going to. I think he's gonna pick somebody from all of the subscribers list on YouTube, because it's a celebration of, he said, making it to 2,000 followers on YouTube. Apparently this is a thing that YouTubers do. When they make it to so many subscribers, they say, oh, make sure you subscribe so we can do a giveaway for this thing or whatever. And I was like, I think they do that to like get subscribers. So you probably should have made that announcement like before we made it to 2,000 subscribers. But I guess we're just retroactive. We're just going to celebrate it anyway, retroactively. Driving home tonight will be bad. Well, Jeepers Creepers, I hope you guys are doing okay over there in the Montana. Doesn't sound very good. I'm getting a little afraid, I'm getting to go over there. So my hometown is right by the Montana border, kind of. It's like real close to the Montana border. My sister lives in Montana. Both my sisters live in Montana. Oh, I got the update from my sister. She said that her significant other has now had to be put on a feeding tube. He's like doing okay. So there was a car accident. And he's like doing okay, like all other things, but something happened to his neck and it affected like how he can swallow and talk and stuff, and so he has to be on a feeding tube. So maybe I'll check that out while I'm over there in the area, see what's going on with her. He's a keeper though. Yes, he's a keeper. We gotta keep him. Definitely. That's been my plan all along. I just laugh because like some of my girlfriends, they're just like, and I'm just like. So there's a thing. I don't know if you guys know this or not. You all probably know this, right? I'm sure you know this. There's a thing called fighting fair. It's like an actual legit worksheet. It's like a worksheet. Because let's not forget, Randy was a counselor, right? So it's a worksheet. And it basically teaches you how to fight fair with your significant other as to keep your relationship going okay, to not blow it up. I've found that a lot of my friends want to blow up their relationships based on other things. And I was like, you should get this worksheet. Rule number 1, stop calling names. Don't call people names. Hey, Nancy has donated $4.99 through Super Chat and is now the life of the party. We appreciate you, Nancy. I'm going to put that in the train ticket fund. I'm going to put that in the train ticket fund. Because the train ticket I bought today, we might need that $4.99. Hilarious. See, you do plan some things. Yes, Marianne. That's absolutely not true. I did not plan the giveaway, nor did I have anything to do with it. That was all Jeff. I didn't even realize that was a thing people did on YouTube. So I can't take credit for that, but I can promote it. I'm like, oh yeah, that seems like a good idea. Oh my goodness. Jefferson is supportive. Count your blessing. Yes, I am supportive. We're going to do a happy dance for Nancy. She says, good job. We're going to do a happy dance. But first, rule number 1. Swirl and twirl. Don't call names. No name calling. None. None. Not even the little silly ones. My husband and I rarely fight, but when we do, it's because I held something in and I couldn't take it anymore. Yeah. The rule number 2, don't hold things in. When they happen, when they're happening, say something. Don't be like, oh, I think I can manage this. No. I'm like, hey, whoa, I don't like your... I don't like this. What's happening? Why are you talking to me like that? I don't like that. Let's regroup. I need this list for my son and his wife. You can look it up. It's literally called How to Fight Fair with Your Significant Other. It's on the internet. You plan to keep Jeff? Oh, yeah, I did. I did plan to keep Jeff. I do plan to keep Jeff. We've had numerous conversations about that. Yeah, don't call names. When something happens, say something about it right away. When you're wrong, promptly admit it, which also happens to be step 10 of the AA goings-ons. When you're wrong, promptly admit that you're wrong. Also, don't escalate with the louder your voice is. Because let me tell you something about fighting. When people start escalating and we also don't cuss. There's no cussing. No. No name calling and no cussing. Because all that does escalate the situation. When someone starts cussing and yelling and raising their voice, what happens? You start cussing and yelling and raising your voice because you're defensive, right? So we gotta just keep it calm. Because nobody wants to be out there looking like a crazy person by themselves. So you can control that situation. If they're being crazy and yelling and carrying on, you just stay calm, and they're gonna be like internally, it's gonna try to match their energy to your energy. So if you're calm, they're gonna be like, oh, I'm out here looking dumb by myself, and they don't like that. It's not human nature. So we just stay calm, and we say what we do hear you saying through all of that crap that you just said. We say, okay, I hear that you are upset about whatever you think the problem is. And then you ask if that's correct. Is that correct? Because I'm trying to pick it out, all this stuff you're saying. Yeah. And then we have to come to a compromise. We have to be willing to compromise. Once we get everybody calm and we go, okay, none of the why doesn't matter. That's the number 1 rule with me and Jeff. It doesn't matter. Because I get this a lot. I'll be like, you hurt my feelings. It doesn't matter what you said or what happened or whatever. I'm like, you hurt my feelings. And when someone says you hurt their feelings, that's it. It doesn't matter what else you say. Whatever reasoning you have, it doesn't matter. When Jeff says that I've hurt his feelings, it doesn't matter what I say. I've already hurt his feelings. And if you love someone, you shouldn't try to hurt them. So we have that rule. It's like, if you hurt somebody, you should just stop doing it and try to find a way to move forward. Because at the end of the day, you're still going to have to move forward. It's like skipping over all that ucky parts, you know? So I'm like, okay, hurt your feelings. I would apologize for the hurting of the feelings. You can still cuss, just not at the important people in your life. Yeah, you can still cuss if you want to. But when you cuss at someone, that just escalates it. You know, when people start cussing at you, you get upset. Makes it worse. So I learned that through just the domestic violence program. When things are escalating, it's because there's name calling, there's cussing, things are getting loud. Those are all indicators of things to watch out for in domestic violence situations. So that's why we don't do those things. And then if in fact it's so bad that we just are like, oh, we're so mad, you can take a break. The only rule with that is that you just tell the person, listen, I'm really upset. I need to just work through this a minute. I'm going to take a little break. And then you tell them when you're going to come back to address it. So like, I'm going to take a little break. I'll be back. We're going to address it in an hour after I've had some time to really work through this, because that lets the other person know, number one, that you're not trying to just get out of the argument. Number two, that you are planning to address it. You just need to think better about it, like more clearly, and put some real thought into it. And that'll also give them time to calm down a little bit. And then you do that, you come back after and you try again. Domestic violence situations are some of the most dangerous for police officers. Yes, because a lot of times the domestic violence, what happens is that the people will be fighting, the police show up and they try to break it up, and then it becomes a us against them situation where the two people who were fighting are now on a team, and they're like, oh no, trying to protect their significant other from the police. It's all not great. But yeah, so those are just some of the things that we learned in this worksheet. We also do the love language book, which I am a firm believer in love language, the 5 love languages. If you haven't seen that, give that a little look-see. It sounds silly, but it just makes things so much easier when you learn how your people want to receive the love, because most of the time you're giving the love in a certain way, but that doesn't mean that that's how a person receives love. As an example, one of my love languages is let's say quality time. No, it's the one where you do things. Where you do things for people. What's that one called? Where you're helpful to the person. Where you like do things. Like as an example, like I feel like Jeff loves me when he helps me with my show, or he helps me by doing the dishes, or he helps me by coming out, not being asked, and carrying in the groceries. Like when he helps me to complete tasks. I don't remember what that one's called. But anyway, that one. Whereas Jeff's is like words of affirmation and touch. So like when he does help me, I say, oh, thank you so much for helping me. And then that's how he feels loved. But if I was to try to help him do something, like he's helping me, he doesn't feel it like that. He feels like I'm trying to get in his space and take over his business. Because that's just not his love language. And the touch love language, it doesn't have to be always like whatever. It's usually like, you know, when you just put your hand on somebody, or maybe you hold their hand, or, you know, stuff like that. Like you just give them a touch to let them know like, oh, I appreciate you. So this book will teach you all about this. So much easier. It makes things so much easier. So much easier. And I know a lot of people have done it. And it really does help. What's it say? By being your IT person? Yeah, when he helps me be my IT person, yeah, I feel loved by that, because clearly he knows, like, I can't do those things. And so he's very helpful. One of my love languages is also about gifts. I like to get gifts, and I like to receive gifts, and I like to give gifts, as you may see with all of my packaging. Like, this is not only for in relationships, it's also with like all the people in your life. I like to give gifts and get gifts. I don't really care what they are. It's just like, oh, someone went out of their way to go pick up this little thing for me. They wrapped it up really nicely. They've sent a card. They've put some time and effort into this, and that's really nice. Even if it's something like, you know, like a candy bar or whatever. Like, it's like, oh, this is really fun. Thank you so much for thinking of me. It is not necessarily like getting really expensive things or anything like that. But I like that. And so you can usually tell by the way a person does things. Like, you could probably tell, like, I like gifts based on how I give gifts. I give gifts to a lot of people. They're not always like extravagant gifts, but they're packaged nicely. There's been time put in. That's part of one of my love languages. So if you look at yourself and you look at like how do I like to help another person? Do I like, you know, to say nice things to people? Do I like to give gifts? Do I like to, like, how do I show love? And that's probably one of your love languages, because people do what they want back. So it's really kind of easy to spot. My parents are a great case of what not to do. Oh! Violent with each other. My father drank and was abusive, and my mother will react. I can tell some stories. Yeah, same here, Karen. That's one of the reasons like I went into counseling, is because there's a lot of like traumatic stuff that happens between parents that children learn as like what do you call it, like survival mechanisms that they learn when they're children that carry on in through adulthood. As an example of this for myself, like I walk into a room and I read the motions in the room. Why do I do this? Because I'm codependent. Why am I codependent? Because I grew up with alcoholics. So what am I looking for? I'm looking to see who is upset, because that person is a wild card. You don't know what they're going to do. So I'm going to try to act accordingly. That's what codependent people do. They change their feelings based on what someone else is doing. They change their wants and needs based on what someone else is doing. And I learned that as a child, because as a child I grew up in an abusive home, and you never know what alcoholics are going to do, because sometimes they'll give you a big hug, and sometimes they'll hit you. It's a survival mechanism, so you try to read them to see what are their reactions going to be, where are we at today, what's going on, what are the feelings. And as an adult, that's something that came with me into adulthood. I still do that when I meet new people, or when I am like somebody's feelings feel like someone feels angry. I'm like, how can I help you to not be angry? But that's a codependent behavior, which need work on my behalf. It's just an example. This is a really beautiful live video. Oh, thank you. I need to hear these things. Your counseling skills are still on point. Oh, thank you, Tahani. Right on. Make me appreciate my childhood more. My parents were married for far too long before they got divorced. Oh, I could listen to you speak on this all day. Well, I'm glad. I mean, I used to do this for a living, so I used to talk for a living, so I'm pretty good at it. But I think it's nice when you can have some examples, and this is just like another way, for me to take responsibility for myself, because, me and Jeff's relationship, like when I was younger and I was drinking, I really thought, I don't know why I thought this, but I just thought like, because me and Jeff been together since I was like, 23, 22, 21, 23, I don't know. Long time. But I just thought like it was just going to be like I was going to fall in love with him, and we were just going to it was going to be great. Like we were just going to love each other just because of who we are. Like there was I didn't realize there was going to be like work involved. I mean, they don't tell you. They do tell you, but as a younger person, I guess you don't listen, I just thought like, oh, I'll meet somebody, they'll be a really nice person, I'll just fall in love with them, and everything will be great. Everything about us will just work together, we'll like the same things, we'll we'll be friends, and I thought that. I don't know why I thought that, but I did. Anyway, I found out that that's not true. Me and Jeff have very little in common. As far as we agree on the main values and stuff, but as far as things that we like, I don't like anything he likes. We disagree on 90% of everything that we do. So yeah, we have that going for us. It's always I'm like, let's do this thing, and he's like, okay, we need to do X, Y, and Z and all these things, and he's like a planner, and I am not a planner. And I'm just like, let's just start it. And he's like, I can't. So we always agree things need to be done. We just disagree on how they should be done. So that's always fun. Adult Children of Alcoholics is one of the best books on how to deal with trauma. Agreed. Adult Children of Alcoholics was one of the first books that I read. Which is just a prime example of how messed up I was when I came into recovery, because I wanted it to be their fault. I wanted my drinking to be their fault. So I read Adult Children of Alcoholics, which, number one, did pertain to me and was very useful, but helped me to realize, as an adult, I have to take responsibility for myself. Not that those things are not true, not pertinent, not whatever, but, So then after that book, I read Codependency No More. I think that's what I read. And Codependency No More was really like the sobriety book that got me, because it was like everything they were saying. I was like, yeah, that's me. Yeah, I do that. Yep. But like in the program, if you're not in the program, and I'm boring you with this, I apologize. But like, for myself, when I went into AA, the AA program kept me sober and taught me how to be sober. But the Al-Anon program, which is basically it's for anybody who's ever been affected by alcohol. So whether it was for parents, if your parents were drinkers or users, or significant other, boyfriend, sister, like anybody who's been affected, a family member. Al-Anon is for those people. It teaches you how to deal with that. But it's pretty much ingrained in codependency, which was one of my biggest problems. So when I went into AA taught me how to be sober. Al-Anon taught me how to live. Al-Anon taught me how to take responsibility for myself, how to look at myself first instead of trying to blame others, trying to, like do all these things. It taught me how to interact with people and do better communication. Like Al-Anon taught me how to live. AA keeps me sober, still keeps me sober. I go twice a week. Dun, dun, dun. For generations, they did tell us that it would require work. We were brought up on fairy tales, and they lived happily ever after. They didn't tell us that it would require work. Well, honestly, Nancy, nobody really told me anything, quite honestly. Like, nobody really was like, okay, you're going to start having relationships. Like, I don't ever remember anybody being like, you're going to have some relationships, and this is what you should do, or this is what it might look like, or anything like that. Like, nobody ever said anything. I just, in my young brain, generated this idea that it would just be like love at first sight, and it's just going to be great, and there's going to be no work. Like, I don't know. Raise your hand if that was you, I guess. Just out here by myself, just being silly. I don't know. Sounds like me and my husband. We disagree, but we have been married for 35 years. Yeah. It's okay to disagree. You don't have to agree on everything. You don't have to like everything that person does. That's why I said, why would I want to date like a copy of myself? I don't think I would like that. I'm enough. I'm enough to deal with. I don't need two of me. In February, me and my husband will be married for 33 years. And we are total opposites. Way to go, Gina. Coral, gotta go. Have a safe trip this week, and Merry Christmas to you. Yes, Merry Christmas, Coral. Have a wonderful day. We do the same thing. I usually make a plan and stick with it. Makes the plan and moves the start date. Oh. 40 years in May for me. Oh, Kathy. Okay, Kathy. My hubby and I are very close and rarely disagree. Well, that's nice. That's nice. I don't really mind the disagreeing. That was me too. We learn from stories. Stories typically end as the couple finally gets together, and then the story stops. Not a whole lot out there about what happens next. I would agree with that, PK. Good morning, Donna. My husband and I knew each other for a few months and decided to get married. We were in Michigan, and I was in Florida, and we met at the beach, and we got married in 1979. Woohoo! Well, wonderful, Karen. So it kind of was like a love at first sight kind of thing. John and I have been together 21 years, and he drives me crazy. I love him. Yep, that seems about right, Nancy. Rosanna says 30 years with my present husband. 30 years. You guys got a lot of years in here. I'm seeing a lot of collective years. I'm seeing 30, 21, 40. I can't do 79 math in my head, but I think that's a lot. 15 years with Chuck and I in April for next year. He is country guy and I'm a city gal. And he likes the outdoors and I hate bugs. I love it. I love it, Lori. I know. Jeff's always like, we should go camping. He wants to go camping. I live on a farm. I've done enough camping. I don't want to camp anymore unless I have to. I don't know. We were both babies then. How old were you, Karen? How old were you when then? Or do you not? Well, you don't have to say if you don't want to. My husband was assaulted in January of this year and has been interesting. No. This year was, and it has been interesting. Well, Dahani, I believe in glamping. Was it a physical assault? You don't have to say if you don't want to. I will say this about men who get physically assaulted is that it's just one of those societal things. And not to go on a rant, but moral of the story is that men are not like women in the fact that they feel that they will, like they could be physically assaulted. Like they're not like on edge about it for any reason. They're, whatever. So when that does happen, it can be jarring. But any kind of assault can be a traumatic experience. Anything can be a traumatic experience. There's no rules on like what can be traumatic and what can't. And for what one person might find traumatic, another person might not. And that's all based on history. Yeah. I was 21 and he was 18. Nice. Mine wasn't really a love at first sight thing. However, when we did meet, something popped in the head and said, oh my God, this is the man that I want to marry. And we married and been married for 24 years. And it's been interesting. I like how it's interesting. Because I always say that. I'm like, oh, this is interesting. Karen, you robbed the cradle? Oh, it's only 2 years. Like, right? No, 3. It's only 3 years. But yeah, so it's been interesting. I feel like it will get more interesting. It's getting more interesting. Let me just say this. It's getting more interesting as we get older because Jeff is doing things that he never used to do. He's like, I'm like, this is new. He like does weird things that he never used to do. Like, I don't know. I don't even know what to say that it is. Like, he's just like turning into his dad. He's just like, oh, it's just things he never used to do or say, like little things. And I'm just like, this is weird. I'm sure I'm probably doing the same, but it's just, I don't know. Anyways, let me get the pom-poms, do a happy dance, get off this morning coffee. We've been on here for an hour. We've taken a dive into relationships, which is fine for me. I hope that you guys are, having a lovely time about it. It's nice to hear about your stories because, you guys get to see me every day, but I don't really get to, like, interact with you unless you tell me something in the chat. I like wearing a cardigan. What? As you get older, you would like to wear a cardigan? I will say I've learned a lot about myself while being married. I'll believe that. She says, yeah, only 3 years. Alright, y'all. This is going to be the last Happy Dance 2021, unless you can get Jefferson to do one. Which, I'm sure it's possible. I'm sure it is possible. I wish I could join your lives more often. This is really wonderful. Well, we're gonna be back in January. We're gonna be back in January, Donnie. Right? Awesome. Oh wow. Like totally freaked me out. I mean, right on. Here we go. Ready? Are you ready? Who did this? It was Nancy. Right? Nancy? Yeah, Nancy Schmidt. Okay. Thank you, Nancy Schmidt, for your donation. I just got the little guys today. Here we go. Oh yeah! Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh yeah! Thanks to Nancy donating to my train ticket fund because I think I'm going to need that. Okay. Chicken wings. And on that note, I hope you all have a wonderful, amazing, spectacular beading day. A perfect 10. You are too cute. What happened to me in the last couple of months for you guys? New worker in the house and your grandpa, and all contributes to change. Yes, Tony, we've got a lot going on. Got a lot going on over here. We're just gonna keep on keeping on, because what's the alternative? You know, we just gotta, I always say, like, I am water. I'm just gonna go over here. I'm like, oh, there's a rock. We'll just go around. We're just going around. We're just trying to go around. But change is hard. I mean, we're gonna have to see how it goes with all of this, and just hope that it goes well. And it sounds like Grandpa's plan is getting going, and hopefully it goes well, you know? Just gotta try to keep going. I'm gonna miss our morning coffee. Well, you might be able to catch Jeff on a morning coffee. You can definitely catch him on a Monday. And maybe one time, maybe when I'm feeling like I can get my, because I'm gonna have to test the internet out there, you know? I'm gonna have to test the internet because, I don't know. We will know more when I get to North Dakota. I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas, and if you don't have Christmas or whatever, great. I hope you have just like some wonderful rest of December. Keep positive. Yay. Happy holidays to all. See you in January. Yep, we'll be here in January. Much love to you. Safe travels. Thank you. I'm going on the train. You know, there was that thing on the train the other day. I'm going on the train. Praying for you. Hope you'll have a wonderful, happy holiday, New Year, Christmas, little trees. Thank you. Have a wonderful Christmas. Happy holidays. Safe travels. Yay. Yes, same to you guys, and I hope you get to spend some time with the people that you love and have wonderful, wonderful, super spectacular, amazing time. Drink hot cocoa. I love hot cocoa. Drink some hot cocoa when in all this cold, messy weather. Drink hot cocoa. It'll be great. I'm going to try to convince Shannon to teach me how to make those little spritz cookies that come in that gun that looks like a caulking gun. You know what I'm talking about? I'm going to try that. I hope you have a wonderful, spectacular, amazing beading day, and I will see you. I will send all the good beading vibes, and I will see you when I'm looking at you.